Hey everyone, Kay Donaldson here with, I don't even know what to call this crew.
The Mirage.
The Mirage. After this video, y'all can tell me what to call these guys. Luke, Darien, Jason. We're going to talk a little bit about the 2026 schedule, and it's a surprise to these guys. They've not heard it yet, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to start with the North Division, February 28th.
Sounds cold.
Could be
Lake Guntersville.
Sounds cold, but sounds epic.
Sounds
What do you
epic.
think?
and ramps.
Sounds epic. Yeah, that's one of the times of year everyone thinks of Guntersville.
Yeah.
You think of Red Rattle Trap.
But ultimately a freeloader.
But ultimately, you're going to buy a bunch of Red Rattle Traps, but
Yeah, you're going to think you're going to chatterbait and you're going to throw a red rattle trap, but you're probably going to throw a freeloader there.
So 28 pounds?
Yes. Yeah. Potential record breaking time.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time we go there, we could break the Brandon Staggs Jerry Wright record. That was set there, I think.
We'll see. We'll see. Next month, March 28th, Pickwick Lake.
Another
I do like that.
chance to break the
Seriously,
Brandon
did not
Staggs
know
Jerry
this
Wright.
at all. We don't
Yeah,
know this.
yeah,
I like that a
that's,
lot. A lot.
Heavyweight schedule. You ain't
Yeah,
gonna
you
get
ain't
by with
right.
12 pounds of those two.
when was the last time they were there? We've been there in March.
Is that a horseshoe round?
Yeah, it is a horseshoe round.
It's
It could be if the rain's there.
maybe, but probably shaking a freeloader down the lake. I mean, that's what it was this year.
You could also be catching them out of the park because it's flooded out
Just-
around the
yeah,
campers.
Yeah, so volatile, you never know.
Fingers crossed there. 28-18 is what it took to win last time we were at Pickwick early in the year. We were there in February. Maybe a little bit later, but I still think it could take 30 pounds.
Take 30 easily there.
We just left this place. We kind of fished about the same time. Neely Henry, April the 18th.
Equalizer.
I'm going to say that we got, what'd you say, it was like 4 big tournaments in a row leading up to this one. I'm going to say that played into this year's
For sure.
tournament for sure. And because they caught them big weights those weeks leading up to the event. I bet next year's weight would be better than this year's just off of the odds that we probably don't follow up 2 big tournaments here.
For sure. I think it'll be a really good one. It took 26 the week before we were there, but I think you had fish starting to slide off the bed the week we were there. We were kind of in that funky time frame a little bit.
And the key there every year is the water. Where is the water going to be high? Are they going to drop it out? And the guys always talk about that. So it could be spawn time. If they don't drop that water out, we'll be good.
Yep.
I think it could be really good. May 9th, heading back up to the Tennessee River, going to go to Wheeler Lake.
Are we going 3 30-pound possible tournaments?
We could. We're going to go a lot of shad, spawny, spawn at that one. I feel like that's going to be boat number, and you better be on your goods right out of the jump.
Y'all better save y'all's vacation time at work to go practice on them.
Yeah, early.
Early.
Every day that week.
Is that a Mayfly hatch time?
Maybe,
Close, right?
maybe.
And up there it does it pretty
Yeah.
early, so
Could
could
be.
be a really good.
You'll finish about 43rd if you do it, but
Ask him how
yes.
he knows.
Me and
Ask him how he knows.
Trey had the most epic mayfly hatch day ever.
I
I'm
remember-
on y'all that
Yeah.
day. We
Hey,
came out.
I remember when y'all were going to win.
We
on the
raced
Mayfly.
Ryan and Naya, and we got on the good stuff. They turned around and came back at us, and
Good
Trey
stuff
had
was 12 pounds.
12 pounds and like
right where
a
that
4-pound smallmouth, and yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll have fun. I
You'll
promise
have a
you
good
that.
time, but you're not going to win.
You know, we were there a little bit the same time last year, and it took 15 pounds to get a check in 40th place. I do think we could see a 30-pound bag there in May, and I think it's going to be that 15, 16-pound range to get a 40th place check.
Absolutely.
What month did Mitch and Kaler win in?
February.
They won in February.
Yeah,
They won
that's
February 2017. I'll never forget it. It was a brutal day, but they caught them, and they had all 4 species
Yeah,
with a
it's
main
a
mouth
30.
included. Spot, 4-pound spot or
Yeah.
something. It's crazy. Crazy. Gonna finish up the year at Weiss Lake, June 20th on Weiss Lake.
I'm always a fan of that.
Always.
I love finishing on the Coosa River. I love the fact we got all 3 Tennessee River lakes in there.
Couple good Coosas.
Couple good Coosas.
I like June. We were there for the ABT 100 last year with Zeke and Ethan taking that one shallow, but you got guys fishing offshore as well. Like, it's just a great mix in that one. You can kind of pick your poison, I feel like, at Weiss and June. It'd be a good one to crown an angler of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
That's another where water level is important.
For
And
sure.
By then it'll be definitely stable. So you're not going to fight with is the full pool, not full pool. So good chance of them being in the grass too.
Yeah.
Good schedule.
Good
Kay.
schedule.
Very good, very
You
good.
did good.
Now, if I
Comment
could
below what's your favorite ABT North
No doubt.
tournament for the 2026. Let's see.
Pickwick.
Well, I'm I'm honestly real curious to hear what the championship's going to be.
Real quick question. Does this solidify that we're working for you again next year?
Well, that's
Is this a contract? This is a binding contract.
What's the next page of this document?
We got her again.
We're only doing the North Make.
the verdict is still out. The verdict is still out.
Ronnie Moore, come over and do the
Ron,
rest.
somebody get Ron.
Let's get to the South Division. We love to start here, and I know you guys love this too. February 21st, Lake Jordan.
Let's go.
Jordan.
Yes. Going to be a catchphrase.
That was one of my favorite ABTs we've covered yet since I've been part of the team was the madness that happened in the new lake. And I got to watch a summertime 6XD cranking bite happen in February, which was just the coolest thing. It was kind of a warmer day, and they were catching them. It was awesome.
There were tons of 3 to 4 pound spots weighed in that one. It was a very busy weigh in. I got to hold up a lot of spotted bass. Y'all know I'm obsessed with spots. So yeah, always a good time to start Jordan in February. They're going to catch them.
Yeah.
Is that a Goblin Brothers winning?
Yeah, well, you started on them last year. I remember that.
We should go back and pick the winners of all these.
Yeah.
But that's a Goblin Brothers heyday right there. That time of year too. So they'll be really good there.
And the good thing is we'll probably see Trip Weldon too. That's always a
That
plus
is
when you go to
sure.
Lake Jordan. All right, haven't been here at this lake in a while in March. Lay Lake, March 21st.
Smash Fest.
Biggins. Kobe Carden is licking his chops right now.
Anthony Goggins probably licking his chops too. He's had a 25-pound bag there in March when he fished before, and
That's a good
Godwin's there.
Yeah,
They get that's like back to back. They're going to have those two circled for sure.
They booked in the season. Maybe they'll back to
That's
back
right.
the first two. That'd be awesome.
you know, Anthony Goggins, CJ Knight talked about, I don't like starting at Martin. So we're not starting there. We're going there April the 11th.
I'm a fan of that.
I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We're going to see a ton of fish catches like we always do at Martin, but I think the quality could be better in that one because you'll have some largemouth up shallow doing their thing then most likely, hanging around, and I think that could be really good.
Could be even a more of a cool tournament versus like when we go there early, it's like you just expect a ton of fish and they're a lot of times they're smaller. That might also fish a little bit more diverse and
Spread out.
it's more spread out. Yeah,
You're not as volatile like rain, dirty water, like, flooding like we see, and I think the whole lake will play in that one for
I'll
sure.
say one thing it won't be that day. 13 degrees.
Yeah.
Don't say that, Jason. And it snows at Wind Creek in April.
I don't know about him.
Yeah,
He's on thin ice right now.
He cursed us.
May 16th, heading over to Logan Martin Lake.
Okay, a little post spawn, maybe shad spawn Logan tournament. There'll be 1 million caught. Everybody will have a limit that day. And how much weight will it take in May and Logan? 18? Probably. The weights might be a little lower than we saw in March as far as the top end because there'll be some post spawners, some skinny fish maybe.
Yeah, the 18, 19. But a ton of fish caught. I mean,
Yeah.
not the equalizer tournament, but the tournament everybody catches.
If the water's full, a lot of swim jigging, a lot of buzz baiting, a lot of grass fishing going on.
A whole lake too, though. Dam to dam on that lake that time of year.
Water will be up, it'll be stable. It's going to be real interesting to see there. You know, those last two lakes, Martin and Logan Martin, limits. That's what we always talk about. This one, they're going to have a little bit better quality to really make a jump in those points.
12 plus pounds there. You better have it.
Better have it. June 13th, Angler of the Year tournament coming right back to Cooters Pond on the Alabama River.
Bring your sunscreen, your Gatorades,
Big sun.
ice bucket challenge. You're gonna need it. But I do like that because it'll be more stable. We talk about this place being volatile. We're right here right now. It was 10 feet higher 2 weeks ago, but that time of year is stable. I think you'll see a lot more largemouth come into play. Some frogging, some flipping, a lot of mat fishing going on. I think that'll be a good one.
So where does that leave us for the championship?
Inland.
Sam Raver.
You said Gunnersville. Gunnersville not there.
No, can't be Gunnersville. That's going to put us on.
Not Wheeler. And
Lake Eufaula.
Oh.
October 16th and 17th. Lake Eufaula, haven't been there since 2016 for the championship.
Wow.
okay.
I mean,
I've never been there that late.
You never know down there. It could be 90 degrees in October.
Yeah.
Truly, like you don't know. Could it be a summertime pattern? Could it be easing into a fall pattern? I don't know. That's Eufaula's just a wild card any time you go, whether it's spring, summer, or fall. I think.
That was going to be fun. How many
Alligators? We'll see alligators. Like that's a guarantee. I can throw out there.
Yeah.
We'll be at Lake Point and we'll see alligators. But how they're going to catch them, I don't know. That's
So the guys start sinking trees as soon as the schedule comes out.
true. True.
Because that's what it's known for down
Yeah,
there.
for sure. And if it's still warm water temperatures, that brush pile bike could definitely play.
Yeah.
I wonder. I'm just thinking like local club tournaments and stuff around Birmingham area, and even the ABT not going there. What have we ever been there this late in the year?
We were there in October in 2016.
So people aren't going to have like local experience fishing that time of year.
I feel like we're always there in the summer,
Yeah.
like May, June time
Yeah.
frame every time. So yeah, I love that's a curve.
It's
Like,
going
that's
to
a
totally
curveball.
mix things up. Local knowledge probably be a little bit of help, but then like all of the other guys coming in, that's going to be a big practice. You better be locked in.
You got to qualify to get there, though. So that's the cool thing about the championship. You've got to qualify through the Alabama Bass Trail Top 75 or win one. Be the top 5 high school, be the top 5 couples, or the top 5 colleges.
Be a commentator.
Be-
Get to fish.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
off limits there's huge. So off limits tournament's on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
off limits tournament.
If you're willing to battle the Gators in the off limits area, you can have at that.
Some things are worth it, Kay, and I think it's worth it to battle the Gators in the off limits tournament.
There you have it, guys. That's the 2026 Alabama Bass Trail North, South, and Championship announced right here. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all on August the 15th when all new teams can register. New teams. 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Remember, last year we sold out in 7 minutes. You don't want to be late. Don't oversleep.